Everyone, welcome back to another video. I know I didn't do my new intro, but I'm not doing it. This is important. We are gonna try to find out the mysteries of John and Jane Doe. And so, John and Jane Doe. It's been going on for a long time now. What is John and Jane Doe? Where is John and Jane? Who is John and Jane Doe? Y'all are probably wondering, probably saying, John Doe and Jane Doe are hackers. How do we know if they're hackers? What if they're just angry people who got their accounts hacked and now they just want revenge? Ever thought about that? But the story of John and Jane Doe is that John and Jane Doe were the very first accounts on Roblox. Yes? Yep. And so is Jane Doe. Now, if a server was empty and you were just playing by yourself, they would send these two people to come play with you, so the screen and you aren't alone. But then Roblox started building a lot. People started coming more, and so they didn't need them no more because there was lots of people. And so they logged into the accounts, but they couldn't. They were hacked. Who hacked them? Why did they hack them? Was it just someone who was angry and didn't like them, or I don't know. Or did the Robloxians just got possessed and hacked themselves where you couldn't disappear them? But we're gonna find out the mysteries. Try to find out the mysteries of John and Jane Doe. I seen a YouTube video where it was just people saying, I am anonymous, I will hack all of you, or something. But I don't know when he was last on. But yeah. I am John Doe, I am that. Okay, we got that. Now, I don't see really nothing that could help us. Really, yeah, just gonna follow him. That could help us, so we're gonna go on Google, and we're gonna search up mysteries of John and Jane Doe on, Roblox. Let's get started. Okay, John and Jane Doe. Jane Doe, Roblox. The hardest sorting. Okay, what is this wiki? Okay. Roblox original. As you know, John and Jane Doe were users who logged off many years ago at the same time. But what many don't know is the room they heard of Roblox and met each other on here. They soon became real friends and called each other their real names were never known. However, one day Jane found a new game called Room No. 1. Jane was really excited and called John to tell him to play the game. Both joined the game. It took a while to load, different from other games which loaded a bit faster. When they joined, nothing was visible for a couple of seconds. Their character finally loaded, but there was nothing in the game besides a red head. It looked odd, and as it was huge, John was curious and said, let's check out the figure. When they started moving, a very odd, dull music started playing. They then turned down their speakers and turned them off, but of being scared. When they got to the head, Jane wanted them to touch it, but John wanted to observe it. It had no visible face, and it was just it was just a big red head. The odd part was that when John or Jane moved closer, the head looked the closer one's way. Jane, being the immature girl she was, said it was similar to a Goofy character from the TV show they watched. John didn't reply back as he was too busy observing the young figure. John was getting bored and was going to tell Jane to play another game, but Jane said first. Both tried to leave the game, but their option menu was gone. It was odd. John asked what happened to it. Jane chatted that maybe it was just a bug. Their computers were new too. So John found something suspicious. Jane said maybe try force close in the Roblox window, but that didn't work either. John was about to shut down his computer until he realized his computer buttons were all missing. Nothing was there. Now he started to worry. He assumed Jane reacted the same, but shockingly, Jane was trying to be upset. John decided not to worry. Both just moved around for a bit, circling each other and chatting. All of a sudden, the floor below their characters started to shatter, pulling them downwards towards a dark room. The following lasted for about 5 minutes. But what was the odd was they couldn't focus on anything else in real life besides the screen. It was almost like they were being forced to play. All of a sudden, the screen wasn't dark anymore. Dark anymore. They could see what was around them. John found Jane, but both were happy to find each other. But they started worrying and asking questions like, where are we and why are we here? Images would flash on their screens showing some kind of figure. It would look like a red head from earlier, but different colors and sad. A faint cry could be heard. Both rushed to find help or anybody else, but the way they went led to endless loop of halfway, which would lead them back to where they began. John thought maybe they are in trouble. They didn't want to worry, but that's all they could do. For a couple of seconds, both were able to release from the screen, staring and looking around, but all they could see was a mist of darkness around them. In real life, Jane said, don't have to worry, as they have each other. John felt a little better after hearing some promises words, but he still wondered what was going on. John really never had any friends at school, not much is known, but he is said to have been a loner. Jane was supposedly a caring person, but the moment of hope, sudden bang is heard. It repeats, getting louder and louder until everything turns right. Everything is loud and blinding, almost to the point of pain. And then it stops, but right when John looks up, he finds his most horrifying circumstances. John quickly recovers from that irritating noise. When he looks up, he notices Jane isn't there. He walks around trying to see if she is there, but nothing was to be seen. John was about to have a panic attack. Where was Jane? Was she hurt? Why did she leave him? What is going on? Jane looks up after irritated. Stranger, John isn't there. She's confused, and as usually, John never wanders by himself in the games. She walks around trying to find him when all of a sudden a door appears. It's only a few steps away, clear to be seen, but nothing on it. She moves towards it and touches it, hoping John is on the other side. Right when she touches the door, she's pushed back by force. She tries again, but this time a ghostly figure appears with red head. Jane can barely comprehend what is going on. When her screen is blinded, strangely herself in real life couldn't move, and she couldn't move her character. The ghostly red-headed figure approached Jane closer and closer. A smile appears on the figure's face, growing bolder and bolder as he moves closer. Jane starts to worry, crying for John. John moves around, only to see notes attached to the fort. Each has words scribbled on them. It wasn't clear what they said, so John just ignored the words, but right when he went to one, he was able to grab it as a tool. The note appeared on his screen when terrifying words, "I'm gonna kill you, die already, you'll never save her." After putting the last note down, blood started to drip from John's hands. In real life, he started to panic, but the blood disappeared, leaving only marks. John had no idea what was going on and why these things were happening. He only wanted to leave and have fun with Jane like he used to. Why did this have to happen? We wondered. Trying to pull himself together, John walked closer to the figure standing in the middle of the floor. The floor was very dark, barely to be seen if missed. John asked the figure what was going on. The figure responded, "With you have made a bad decision." The figure continued talking. "Once you enter this game, there's no way out. Your friend and you shouldn't have come here. Both of you will feel the pain. Your character's injuries were here on out. You'll die miserably here by it." John tried asking, "Who was it?" But the figure disappeared, leaving nothing but a note. The note was flashing with an image of John and Jane. John didn't recognize Jane in the image, as he never seen her real look, but instead of looking normal, they were dead, looking almost like ghosts. John started to worry if this was the truth, if they would die and never escape. Okay, how long is this? Okay. John kept moving and found a door. Instead of pushing him away like it did for Jane, he was able to enter. When he entered, he saw the horrifying fates of many other people who entered the game before them. Not only did the characters endure pain, but they did as well. Some were mutilated and even forced to kill one another. John, scared to death, left the room. Image door. A new door appeared and John entered, but instead of seeing more people in pain, was about to realize he was about to realize his fate. John opened his eyes only to see Jane standing there screaming in pain as a barbed wire was wrapped around her legs and arms. The barbed wire cut deeper and deeper into her skin, making her unable to move. John was now terrified. He screamed to let her go. 3 shadows appeared in front of John. They blocked his way of getting to John. Suddenly, flames broke loose around John. Jane and John, screaming in horror, pushed Shadow to the side and ran into Jane. He didn't let the flames affect him. He got to Jane and tried to get her out of the wire. Sadly, the wire became deeper and deeper. John didn't know what to do. This story is being rewritten. That was very helpful. That was a very helpful story. So like I said, maybe they're just angry, or they don't know what to do. They're lost, they're confused, they're dead. I don't know. Three forgotten users. 3 will be mysteries. Okay, what is this? Let's watch a YouTube video on YouTube. Okay.
Introducing Duo for the never-before-seen two-sided clean. Just add water. One side scrub.
Roblox. There are 2 mysteries users on Roblox. Their stories are yet untold. Their names, John Doe, Jane Doe. It seems they have both had a death wish. Take a look at this. Jane Doe. Jane Doe. Now look at their dates. Their death wish was to be logged out at the 6th time. Who were these people? User ID 2 and 3. Now here's something else. Just reload the gun. Back then, you will play as random player. Start talking to the game. Make sure what? It's back then Whoa, this is strange. That's kind of creepy. I don't want to watch that. Okay, as you know, John Doe and years. So they logged off at the same time many years ago. 10 years ago. Breaking news, John. What? Breaking news. Hello everyone, this is the most creepy thing I found ever. Did you know that John and Jane Doe logged off at the exact time? Check it right here. John Doe 3/6/2006 4:59:21. Jane. Whoa. This is so shocking and creepy. It's all true. Their IDs 2 and 3. People say admin was deleted and replaced by Roblox. Check it out. Roblox ID is 1, but that's not. One person said these exact. Jane and John Doe were probably test accounts. They were used to play with somebody when they had 0 players. So in 2006, there might have been a lot. I would use Jane. I'm tired of reading. In 2006, there might have been. Jane and John Doe were trashed. They had no more use of them because the number of players, or from other reasons, there could be a Roblox crash, and Jane and John Doe accounts were lost forever. But that still doesn't explain admin. He could remain a mystery story, or he could be crashed and replaced. I don't know. It's all true. If you don't believe me, go to the IT and type the 3 forgotten users on Roblox. Also, go look up Roblox, John Doe and Jane Doe. Is it true? Are these stories right? Are these 2 users still here haunting us and watching over our every move? We don't know just yet. Jesus Christ, that's creepy. Test accounts. This is very interesting. Ooh, this is John Doe's Roblox. Okay, but what is his password? I'm John Doe. What is his password? I want to know his password. I want to log into John Doe. John Doe's friends. What kind of scares me, though, weren't John and Jane Doe very best friends? Like, what the heck? Why isn't he friends? Are they not friends? So I'm gonna try going back into Roblox, and we're gonna see if John Doe's password is John Doe's friends. Now, I actually don't want to try this, actually, no. Never mind. I'm not trying it. Never mind. I can't do it. I don't want to hunt. I don't want to be... What is going on? Oh, I was about to say, why is my screen just white? Okay, let's go to here. Okay, do you want to log out? Okay, what the heck? Okay, what is going on? Okay. You're falling. Okay, please. What is going on? Guys, I can't log out of my account. I want to get out. Log out. Yes, I want to log out. Okay. No, not Spooky Girl Wand. John Doe. Doe friends. Crud. John Doe friends. Incorrect username. Well, sadly, we can't do that. So, yeah. I'm not going to show y'all my password. I'm not going to type in my username because I don't want y'all to see my password. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video for John and Jane Doe. I will be trying to stay in for more of these mysteries of these two forgotten characters. But I do hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.